is a new movie out on Netflix that is a musical, and it is so much fun. Like Roald Dahl, it is ridiculous, but it is fun. It is ridiculously fun. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs. It's got some differences, but it is mostly true to the book. And I will tell you at the end of this video what I like better, the musical on Netflix or the book. So stay tuned until the end. I just love this fun, sweet, innocent girl, and she grows up in this awful home where the parents are so mean and neglectful to her, and she embraces a love for learning and reading and has these amazing adventures at school. Share with me below, what is better, the movie or the book? What's your favorite Roald Dahl book that has been made into a movie? Because there's others that are movies and often quite ridiculous as well. So in the movie, immediately starts with a song. And so this is where one of the differences is for one, there's music, right? No, so one of the differences is the way that it starts out with Matilda's birth and when the mother is pregnant. And Michael, the brother, he is not in this musical movie at all. And so that's a difference. And then just the way they're pitching this, but it's done well because it's not just something to add. It's to show, you know, how all these parents thinks their kids are princes and princesses and they're wonderful, shining kids that could do no wrong in their eyes. But then this Matilda, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a baby. I don't even want a baby, right? And so this family, I think that one of the reasons for not having the brother Michael in it and starting it this way is just to show that from the get-go, they had no interest in having children of their own and taking an interest in raising them and loving them and being good parents. That just was never something for them, even in the book, you know. It's just a different way of showing it. So there's that. And then just other little differences, you know, the parrot scene from the book is not in there. One of the biggest differences is the way that Matilda, she goes and interacts with the librarian. It's very different in the movie here that she goes, the librarian has a library van that's parked around different places, and she goes and she's telling her a story, and she keeps visiting the librarian and sharing different parts of the story, and she's telling about this acrobat and this escapologist and telling the story about them, and it's very fantastical and crazy, and Matilda's getting all into the story, and the librarian's like, oh my gosh, and it's just a very different, unique way of telling something else about kind of her powers, and then also about another character in the book of a pivotal thing, sharing that side of that character's story. We do have a very, very good portrayal of the Trunchbull, and she is just phenomenal. The acting is excellent. She's terrifying, right? Afterwards, my husband and I were looking at each other and we were like, this movie felt kind of dark. And I don't feel like it really strayed from the theme of the book. I think it was just my perception. Like, I had to go back, and so I listened to the book on audio again because I was like, did I just like perceive it as sweet and wonderful? Because there's this song Naughty that Matilda does, and you know, her getting back at the parents when they're awful to her. And I was just like, am I remembering this wrong? Because Matilda, she's just so sweet and innocent and wonderful. And yeah, she does in the book. I mean, these things really do happen. And so it really is there. And then it's just, as a reader, I feel like we might perceive things differently. Because even as I was listening to it, I'm like, yes, Matilda's the heroine! And she is perceived that way in the book. But it's just, you know, the school is darker. And then at the end, there's a different extreme. And it's just ridiculous, but it is fun. It is so fun. The songs are fun. And it is just something that I highly recommend watching. And I think you really will enjoy it. But when it comes down to it, is the book better than the movie, or is the movie better than the book? The book, the book, the book, the book, the book. The book wins 100 times over. I just love it. Listening to it again, Kate Winslet narrates it, and it is phenomenal. And she just does such a good job. And the voices are right on point, and I just love it. And I love the writing. I love the phrases he uses in this book. I love the interactions of the characters that I feel like sometimes in a movie you just don't get the same experience. So if you loved the movie and have not read the book yet, I highly recommend picking it up and reading the pages or listening to it on audio, because like I said, it is phenomenal. And it's just a 4-hour audiobook. It is not that long. So just get to know these fun characters, and I hope you'll come back and get more book recommendations for the kids in your life. If you like this video, check out more videos about books based on movies.